In Jerusalem, the restoration team of the Basilica of the Holy Sepulchre presented to the heads of the three communities responsible for the project the results of the first phase of the work. This intervention provided a detailed picture of the archaeological situation of the site, paving the way for the second phase of the restoration. At the shrine of Deir Rafat, thousands of faithful gathered to celebrate with deep devotion and gratitude the feast of the Virgin Mary, Queen of Palestine. In Bethlehem, the Santa Marta home, founded in 2010 on the initiative of several local women, is today a living symbol of respect for the past and warmth in the present, a true point of reference for the elderly women of the community. After 3.5 years of continuous work to restore the floor of the Basilica of the Holy Sepulchre in Jerusalem, the restoration team presented on October the 21st a comprehensive report to the heads of the three custodial communities, the Orthodox Patriarchate, the Custody of the Holy Land, and the Armenian Patriarchate, illustrating the work completed in the first phase of the project, which included archaeological excavations beneath the original pavement. These works have provided a precise overview of the archaeological situation inside the basilica, defining a historical sequence that extends from the Iron Age to the early 20th century.
Quindi di leggere tutta la straordinaria storia di questa città e di questo luogo attraverso.
Reading the extraordinary history of this city and of this place through material evidence has been extremely significant. This long diachronic perspective is perhaps the most important part of the work. There are certainly some elements that are particularly fascinating, such as the discovery of cultivable areas between Calvary and the tomb, exactly as described in the Gospel of John.
Coltivabili nell'area tra il Calvario e la tomba, esattamente come viene riportato dal Vangelo di Giovanni.
Professor Stasolla explained that the restoration work revealed how the Holy Sepulchre was surrounded by buildings dating back to the time of the Emperor Hadrian, before Emperor Constantine and Bishop Macarius founded the first Christian complex on the site. The area developed in two main phases. The first concerned the organization of the rotunda to allow pilgrims to participate in the liturgies, while the second, at the end of the 4th century, led to the completion of the Great Rotunda, which still today bears witness to faith.
Anche gli effetti, si vede anche l'importanza.
Observing the concrete results, one can understand the importance of this project not only for the site itself, but also for the Christian presence in Jerusalem. This is the heart of Christianity, the place of the resurrection of our Lord, which all communities recognize. The importance of the project is therefore not only historical or material, but above all spiritual, and we hope it will allow us to take a step forward in our relationships and in the life of the Church in the Holy Land. Work has begun to fill and compact the soil in the archaeological areas within the church, followed by the laying of the flooring around the rotunda with red stone, reflecting both its spiritual character and archaeological value.
We started this week with backfilling at layers and compacting, and within 2 weeks' time we will be finalizing the excavation area. We start with the tiling works around the rotunda with red tiling works, and we are continuing now in the infrastructure near Maria Magdalena area. Following the stone will continue with the Jama'in stone, and we are using the old stone that we are restoring on site. The stone thickness is 15 centimeter in Jama'in, and it's around maybe 200 kilos each stone will weigh. It's a big process. We are really in the first stage of installing, and most likely we will complete all this work within a year time from now.
With the announcement of the completion of the first excavation phase, Professor Stasolla confirmed that the team of archaeologists will continue working in Jerusalem to carry out further research and field studies.
Noi archeologi resteremo qui a Gerusalemme e per l'elaborazione.
We will remain in Jerusalem for data processing, study, documentation, and restoration of the archaeological finds, and to produce educational materials that will help the faithful, pilgrims, visitors, and tourists better understand this reality.
Fedeli, pellegrini, visitatori e turisti a conoscere meglio questa realtà.
Ecco, lavorando abbiamo scoperto che siamo capaci di lavorare insieme, siamo capaci di lavorare insieme.
Through this work, we have discovered that we are capable of achieving great things together. We can work in peace and with a fraternal spirit. We have learned a lot and taken a step forward in our relationships as mutual trust has grown. It is also a place of great significance for all of Christianity because pilgrims continue to come as they always have and will continue to come to this renewed site. Here the three communities live together in peace and fraternity, serving pilgrims from all over the world.
Luogo che è servito dalle tre comunità e che vivono in pace, in comunione fraterna e che servono appunto questi pellegrini che vengono da tutto il mondo.
This is something emotional. Every day we renew our faith on this place. We work with our hearts and our feelings. Every stone is put with really dedication for this stone, and to make sure that the infrastructure will run for many centuries to go. All these tiles will be really presenting the church and the Christian and all over the world. It's something that really is done with the heart more than any other thing, and this is really something we are proud as local Christians to be involved in this such a project.
On October the 25th, a crowd of Christians from Galilee, Jerusalem and Bethlehem gathered at the shrine of Our Lady Queen of Palestine in Deir Rafat, about 26 kilometers west of Jerusalem, to celebrate the feast of the Virgin Mary. The solemn Mass was presided over by Cardinal Pierbattista Pizzaballa, Latin Patriarch of Jerusalem, and con-celebrated by numerous bishops and priests. Knights and dames of the Equestrian Order of the Holy Sepulchre were also present. In his homily, the Patriarch emphasized that after the disciples' encounter with the risen Lord, the hope that had seemed lost became a living and steadfast faith. And I feel that this passage speaks to us today as well, after the war that has long paralyzed our lives, he said. He added that, in the midst of the conflict we are living through, we must express our existence, our identity and our hopes as Church, underlining that darkness is still present, as is the dragon of the apocalypse, but that the light of Christ scatters our fears. To the Christians who were unable to attend the celebration because of security restrictions, the Patriarch said,
"We don't forget them, that we will do everything in order to overcome all these obstacles, even if it is difficult. And then, even if they don't come here, we will go to them, and our desire, our passion, and our effort will arrive also to them."
3 years ago, we prayed to the Virgin to grant us a child, and she blessed us with Lourdes. Today, we came to thank her for this grace.
The Virgin Mary is crowned with a royal crown on earth and with a crown of glory in heaven. As the Psalm of David says, "At your right hand stands the Queen, adorned with the gold of Ophir." Alongside the prayers and requests for intercession, the faithful also expressed feelings of pride, belonging and rootedness in their land.
فهذا العيد كثير بعنينا نحن كأهل هاي البلد لأنه هو فخر لكل واحد فينا.
This feast has a deep meaning for us because we are children of this land. It is a source of pride for every Christian. The Virgin Mary is a daughter of our country and the mother of Jesus. She gave us salvation, she listens to our petitions, and through her intercession, God accepts our prayers.
بشفاعتها لحتى الله من خلال هذه الصلاة اللي نحن بنصليها ربنا بيستجيب لصلواتنا. العيد ماسك.
The name of the feast says it all. Our Lady of Palestine, the patroness of Palestine. And we are in need of her intercession. I wish to thank our patriarch for encouraging us to take part in this celebration. Even students received a day off from school so that they could join in the feast of Our Lady of Palestine.
It is an honor for us to be here because this strengthens our Christian presence. We hope this continues and gives us strength. And it does not matter if our numbers are small because Christ told us, "You are the light of the world and the salt of the earth." In the 1920s, Patriarch Luigi Barlassina entrusted the diocese to the Virgin Mary, Queen of Palestine, after the convent was built. During the celebration, Cardinal Pizzaballa once again entrusted the Diocese of Jerusalem to the Virgin, so that the Christians of the Holy Land might remain faithful witnesses of joy and hope. The celebration concluded with the traditional procession of the icon and statue of the Virgin Mary, Our Lady, Queen of Palestine, at the end of which the faithful received the final blessing.
This time we hope can be a sign of new beginning. This is what we need also. We need to turn the page, look forward, and on this feast, in this day, at the beginning of a pastoral year, we want to ask the Virgin to bless us and to give us the strength, the passion, the desire to rebuild our life anew.
The wisdom of age and the nobility of giving are reflected in every corner of the Santa Marta home in Bethlehem. It is not only a refuge, but a true and welcoming home where elderly women are received with love and care. Founded in 2010 on the initiative of several women from Bethlehem, this house has become a living symbol of respect for the past and warmth in the present. The house of Santa Marta is a house of the love of Jesus Christ for all. It is truly a place where everyone lives in love, giving and dignity, values that the Holy Scriptures have taught us. It takes its name from Saint Martha, who served with love and helped those in need. We follow the message of the Gospel that says, "Truly I tell you, whatever you did for one of the least of these brothers and sisters of mine, you did for me." This is truly the mission of the house.
Our mission is simply yet but deeply meaningful, to offer a safe and welcoming place where older women can find comfort, companionship and purpose every day. At St. Martha's house, we strongly believe that aging should be met with respect and joy, not loneliness. Through our daily activities, meals, healthcare, and shared moments of laughter, we strive to make every lady feel valued and supported. Many tell us that here they have found not just a house, but a family.
The house provides complete and integrated services, including daily care, regular medical visits, and a variety of social and recreational activities, such as handicrafts and excursions. The main goal of these activities is to ensure a safe and welcoming environment that strengthens self-confidence and the sense of belonging, making the home a center of psychological, moral, and health support.
وقدموا كاريتاس القدس مشكورين أدوية.
We organized a day of medical checkups, and Caritas Jerusalem generously provided free medicines. The ladies were able to benefit from more than 8 specialized clinics: orthopedics, ENT, pediatrics, urology, dermatology, ophthalmology, and others. Some of these visits can cost up to 100 shekels, which is why I hope donor institutions will support this house. From my direct experience, I have seen how heavy the economic burden is. The expenses far exceed the income of the house.
وجودي معهم جديد كعضو هيئة إدارية شفت قديش عليهم عبء كبير، يعني المصروفات اللي عندهم أكثر من المدخولات.
المضبوط دعمهم كتير للستات اللي
This home has managed to support many women of my age because most of us have worked and struggled a lot in life, taking on great responsibilities. At this age, we need someone to help us, especially when we are alone, after the children have emigrated or when a husband has passed away. That is my situation today. I live alone. I knocked on the door of this house and I found refuge. I am truly happy here together with them.
مظبوط وكنت مبسوطة معها.
كان ما عندناش سيارة، ما عندناش إشي، كنا نساعدهم أنا بإيدي أجي أطبخ لهم، إيش بإيدي أنا أسوي لهم شعرهم، أسوي لهم manicure.
We started without having anything. I personally cooked for them, combed their hair, did their manicure and pedicure. I saw happiness in their eyes. Their satisfaction and their prayers for us are enough. One of them told me, "You saved me," and then added, "I started talking to people again. For 3 years, no one had taken care of me." I'm truly happy to participate with them in all the activities we organize in this house.
Together we can continue to bring light and hope to the lives of those who gave so much to our community. I would like to share really my deep compassion of being the founder of this project. It's true, it's a mission. I feel delighted that the Lord God has inspired me to serve the elderly ladies in our community. I feel that I've achieved strongly what I have started, what I have founded. Because each lady or each elderly lady that comes into Santa Marta's house, I feel she's a mother. She's a mother of mine. I lost my mother a few years ago, but I feel each one of them is a mother of mine.
Supporting the elderly is not just a social duty. Stand up before the grey head, honour the face of an old man, and fear your God. I am the Lord. From November the 19th to the 25th, 2025, in Jerusalem, at the Saint Saviour Monastery, the 5th International Congress of the Commissaries of the Holy Land will take place. Theme of the meeting: Ambassadors of Peace, listening, supporting and proclaiming the Holy Land. An event of hope and fraternity, affirming that communion is stronger than division and that peace can blossom even in times of trial. To all those who carry the Holy Land in their hearts, stay tuned to our broadcasts. Open yourself to a gesture of solidarity and support the mission of the custody of the Holy Land. The Christian Media Center spreads the good news of Jesus by making known to the world the spirituality of the holy places and the lives of the Christians who live here. Your contribution will help us bring the proclamation of the risen Lord, the most urgent of all, to men and women of every language and nation. To help us concretely, open the QR code. Your choice makes a difference.